guys. So I realized in a couple of the other videos I've talked about checking for damage, but I haven't really talked about what the damage looks like. I've got lids that need to be cleaned. I'm going to be going through them today, and decided it would be a good time to actually share that with you. Because I reuse lids, I actually have one of these. It's great for drying my lids and keeping them from rusting. And when I wash them, I just set them in outside and let them dry in here, and then I check them before I put them up. Now, we've talked about being able to reuse your metal lids if they're not damaged, and I kind of hit on it a little bit, showing some damage on the inner section, but there's, like this one here, the edge has been damaged. I would not reuse that one because of the fact that there's a divot that's come in on the edge. So that seal would not seal properly. Okay, it may not seal properly. It's less likely to seal properly than a good lid. So this I would actually throw away. This one is actually perfectly fine, even though you see the staining on it. The staining is not actually impacting anything. It has just, the turmeric has managed to actually stain the center section. Everything else on this, the shape of the rim, the interior, all of that is in great condition. I would reuse this one. I've got quite a good divot in that plastisol there. So on this particular one, I would use a Tatler or Harvest Guard seal underneath to ensure that I get a good seal. This one has the coating scratched. I would actually not use this one because I don't want to get rust in my food. And over time, this scratched metal that's coming through, I don't know how well you can see it, but you see the glare that's showing up there? Mm-hmm. That's the steel showing through. I wouldn't use this one because of that. This one, if you don't have the Tatler or Harvest Guard seals, do not reuse something like this. You see that? I don't know how well you can see it, but the plastisol, oops, there it is right there. The plastisol was gouged. This was flaking off. Because of that, I would not trust this seal. If I had a Harvest Guard, this is a wide mouth. I don't have Harvest Guard or Tatler seals for wide mouths because I have so few. So I would not reuse this lid. And then glass. Y'all know I use glass lids as well. This one I cannot reuse. The bottom portion that is supposed to go against the seal, against the gasket, is chipped. And let me move this, maybe it's a little easier to see. Because that's chipped right there on the glass, I couldn't reuse it. If the chip were on the upper portion of the glass, if the chip were on this section, I could potentially reuse it, but because it's where the gasket meets the glass, I can't reuse this one. I use it instead just to keep dust off of my off my stuff. So thank you guys, and I hope that's helpful.